Wizard, it's an honor to be ringing the bell for this match. It's an honor to be sitting here commentating for this match. It doesn't get much better than Samoa Joe and Impact Eddie Osbourne.
That's for sure, and once again we have an international superstar making his way to the PWA, trying to get his hands on that gold right there. And Eddie Osbourne, he's got Krystal back in the fold. He's pulling out all the stops. This is going to be a hell of a matchup, Joe. I'm going to sit back, put my pen down, forget my notebook for a change, and I'm just going to watch this baby.
Absolutely. Samoa Joe, look at that. So look at this, Joe. Joe hanging up Eddie Osbourne in the corner here. And now breaking him loose. Breaking him loose is Samoa Joe. Samoa Joe here. Samoa Joe, Impact Eddie Osbourne. Wrenching on the wrist lock there. Oh, popping that elbow out. It does Eddie Osbourne. Smart move. Reverses it over into a wrist lock of his own. Wrenching on Samoa Joe here.
Yeah, make no mistake, Eddie Osbourne can match up technically with anybody. Let's not forget, he made Carino tap out. He's faced all kinds of people. There's Samoa Joe, a beautiful little takedown right there. Oh, and he paintbrushes him a little bit. Trying to rattle the champion there. You got big slap. You got big slap.
Whoa. Whoa, Krystal Banks almost got one too. Impact Eddie Osbourne. Samoa Joe. Can't believe it's finally here. Can't believe this matchup is happening here.
Yeah, and there's a chant that got to Eddie pretty quick. The MVP chant right there.
Yeah, that's right. Tie up here. Oh, stepping it through here. Hammerlock by Eddie Osbourne. Now tosses him down into the side. Headlock applied by Impact Eddie Osbourne. Champ now, the champ here wrenching on that side. Headlock still. Really stepping up here on Samoa Joe. But you got to believe that Samoa Joe, here he goes. Yeah, that's right. Into the ropes goes Eddie Osbourne. Big hard shoulder block takedown by Samoa Joe.
That was amazing. He just hammered him to the mat. Samoa Joe's a big, thick guy. He's like 280 pounds or something like that. Osbourne's going to have to find something to tear this guy down.
Now Samoa Joe here. Eddie Osbourne flips off Samoa Joe, but not a good tactic here. You can see, oh, those low kicks by Joe. Those low kicks by Samoa Joe there.
That's right. It's those vaunted leg strikes that kept that Ring of Honor world title around his waist for well over a year, Joey.
Absolutely.
And served him well in the TNA X division too. And now he's laying in his strikes on Osbourne.
Yeah, go ahead and blow a snot rocket, Osbourne. See what happens. Joe is gonna kill you.
Yeah, he's laying a beat down, but there's Osbourne tries to come back. No effect on that chop whatsoever.
Samoa Joe knife edge chop. This is really what we do all this for, folks. For everybody at home, for the people sitting here in the French Club, we do it for matches like this right here. Samoa Joe, Eddie Osbourne. Irish whip, hard in the corner here. Oh, Samoa Joe with a big running forearm. Oh, look at that big old!
Did you see that?
Big old kick there. Front calf kick there by Samoa Joe.
That was mind-boggling. Yeah, you take a bow, buddy. You deserve it.
Yo, look at that. They're grinding the boot there. Look at that. Here goes for the ole kick. Ow, look at that. Normally performed on the outside of the ring, but the French Club is absolutely packed. So there's no empty seats to set Eddie Osbourne in order to do the ole kick.
Now we're jammed to the gunnels in here tonight, and Samoa Joe in serious charge and serious control right now. He's punishing Eddie, and this is something the PWA fans have waited a long time to see, and that's somebody manhandle Impact Eddie Osbourne.
Yeah, that's right. Samoa Joe here. Has Eddie Osbourne in the corner. Oh, big hard headbutt. Big hard headbutt by Samoa Joe. Oh, big uppercut there by Samoa Joe now. The Samoan submission machine, they call him. Knife edge chop here by Impact Eddie Osbourne. Oh, knife edge chop back by Samoa Joe. You can see him just throw his whole weight in there. Now here comes some elbows from Osbourne, and a big elbow there by Samoa Joe. Just going move for move here. Look at this now. Samoa Joe now. Here goes those knees and the headbutts. Knees and the headbutts here on Impact Eddie Osbourne. Samoa Joe. What's he got playing here? Going to scoop Eddie Osbourne up for a big vertical suplex. Takes him way up and slams him down with that vertical suplex. Samoa Joe here dominating Impact Eddie Osbourne. And now, Samoa Joe and Osbourne. Now look at this, hung up in the corner here, Eddie Osbourne. Oh, wrench on that arm here, Samoa Joe. Here we go now. Irish whip, hard in the corner he goes. Oh!
Beautiful move by Eddie right there. Sorry, Joe, I had to take a break right there. Oh, now we see. He's hurt the big man. Now we're going to watch Eddie Osbourne do what he does best, target a body part.
That's right. Sometimes it takes a while for Eddie Osbourne to feel out the style of the other competitor, but I think he did it here. And he's going to try to take out, it took him a few matches actually to feel out the style of Steve Corino, and he finally won. But it does not take Samoa Joe very long to win belts and to hold them. And now, oh, big diving headbutt by Impact Eddie Osbourne.
Well, we know it takes a lot to beat Samoa Joe down, but we also know that Eddie Osbourne's a master at doing just that. And there he goes, but Joe's a powerhouse, so Eddie's really going to have to torque things on to make it really effective here.
And now wrench on that shoulder here again. Wrench on that shoulder here of Samoa Joe. Perhaps going with the same strategy he used on Steve Corino. And now into the ropes goes Samoa Joe. Krystal Banks holds on to the foot. That's not good.
No, but she's effective. And then, oh, beautiful drop kick right to the throat.
That's right, drop kick by Eddie Osbourne. And now stomps there by Impact Eddie Osbourne here. Osbourne's trying to pick up Samoa Joe here. Gonna scoop him up. I don't know what he's got planned. Uh-oh. Krystal Banks was trying to rally an Eddie Rocks chant, which countered into an Eddie Sucks chant by these fans here. Oh, he thumbs him in the bum. And, oh, look at this roll over by Osbourne. And now Samoa Joe's going to teach him a thing or two about respect. Stomping him down. Oh, look at these knees. Oh, my goodness. Samoa Joe's going to rip him apart.
Well, you don't want to stick your thumb up a man's butt unless you're ready for the consequences. I'll tell you that right now, Joey. Don't ask me how I know that.
Especially a man like Samoa Joe or the Wizard of Id. And now look at this. Going to scoop him up for a big vertical suplex. Oh, rake in the face there from underneath by Eddie Osbourne. Club and blow to the back there by Impact Eddie Osbourne here.
Yeah, and Eddie's got him. He's working on that arm, and now he's tying it up in the ropes right there. Of course, we got the very competent official, JC3, in there taking care of things. Former internet champion, by the way.
That's right. Impact Eddie Osbourne. Club and blow to the back. And now hung up in the corner here is Samoa Joe. And now look at this. Oh, runs up with that knee. Warming up his knees as Eddie Osbourne runs up with the big staircase knee to the face.
I think he's making a mistake by slowing down his offense. He's got to stay on this man. Everybody knows it's no secret how good Samoa Joe is and how much he can take.
Yeah, that's right. If you've ever watched TV. Oh, look, there's the boot up by Eddie Osbourne. Second rope. Fly through the air. Eddie Osbourne. Big cross body. 1, 2. Kick out by Impact Eddie Osbourne.
Yeah, you got to be in the middle of nowhere not to know who Samoa Joe is and what he's accomplished in this business. And here he comes now because there's one thing he hasn't accomplished yet, and that's winning the PWA heavyweight title. And right now, he looks a little far from that goal.
That's right. Well, we here at the Pure Wrestling Association announced that Steve Corino, the king of old school, would be back in February. And you got to believe that if Samoa Joe won this match and won the belt, what a matchup that would be. Steve Corino, Samoa Joe.
That would be an incredible match for sure, and be world caliber match, which the PWA fans are used to seeing.
Oh, look at the face of Samoa Joe. Just casually walks out of the way of Impact Eddie Osbourne. Says, you're not going to get me twice, I hate to tell you, Osbourne. And now scoops up Osbourne there. Oh, what an inverted atomic drop. Osbourne had to crush his spine here, but now into the ropes he goes. Wow, big running front drop, one-legged drop kick there. Oh, and a big senton splash by Samoa Joe. Great agility by Samoa Joe, but I don't need to tell any Samoa Joe fans that too. Oh, almost a 3 count there.
Explosive high-impact offense from Samoa Joe. It just shows you how dangerous this guy is. It's like having a bus land on you with that flying senton right there. Eddie Osbourne's in a world of hurt. And, you know, Joe, as always, he keeps his own pace. Slow and methodical right there.
That's right. And now scooping up here we go. Oh, elbow to the top of the head there by Samoa Joe. Samoa Joe now, into the ropes he goes. Ducks that clothesline. Eddie Osbourne with the right hands. Into the ropes goes Osbourne now. Look at that big power slam takeover there by Osbourne. 1, 2. Oh, so close. Almost a new champ.
Oh, the way Eddie's head drove into the mat right there, I thought he was dead. Never mind able to kick out. I think Samoa Joe's starting to wonder what it's going to take to put this guy away, too.
The fans calling for that ole ole kick again. Samoa Joe. Oh, look at this now. Ducks it through here. Oh my goodness! A lung blower to the face. I've never seen that one before. And now takes that arm down. Shades of Osbourne and Corino here. Look at this now. Eddie Osbourne, the same move that he tapped out the king of old school, our champ, Steve Corino with, and won the belt. But Samoa Joe able to get over to that bottom rope.
Yeah, despite the fact that just out of camera range, Krystal was trying to stretch that rope out of reach right there. But there's really not much she can do because Joe's not really paying any attention to her, and her obvious assets outside aren't a distraction to him at all.
Yeah, that's right. Osbourne scoops up Samoa Joe. Oh, but look at the elbows there by Samoa Joe, tied from behind. And breaks out of it here. Standing switch there by Impact Eddie Osbourne. Runs it through. Holds on to the ropes. Oh no, Samoa Joe wasn't able to hold on. Look at that roll through there. Oh, look at that. Look, oh, go Joe. Joe's going to tap him out. Joe's going to tap him out. Osbourne's going to tap here. He's tapping. He's tapping. Referee doesn't see it. Referee does not see it. Samoa Joe thinks he won it because Osbourne tapped, but the ref didn't see it.
No, he could see that Krystal is up there getting her face into action.
Whoa, whoa.
She just tossed something to Eddie Osbourne, I think.
A chain. Osbourne's got a chain. Osbourne's got a chain. Samoa Joe blocks it, grabs the chain out of his hand, and whoa, Osbourne drops to the ground. Wait a minute. Osbourne dropped to the ground, and JC3, no! No!
Ladies and gentlemen, Samoa Joe has been disqualified.
Hey, no!
Therefore, the winner of the bout and still PWA Wrestling Champion,
That's that bullshit! No! JC3, it's not your fault. Samoa Joe did not hit Eddie Osbourne with that chain. You didn't, JC, you didn't see it, that's not your fault, but the boss did! This is not Corino and Geza, you're not ruining this match too. I want this match restarting, I want a clean winner!
Well, Joey Howard ready to the rescue right there, folks. He wasn't going to stand by and let that. Finally, it looks like 2007 is going to be the year of affirmative action from you. What an amazing kick from Samoa Joe to the head. Osbourne's up on the rope where he doesn't belong. Joe, what an amazing move by you.
Here it is! The Samoa Joe!